Welcome back to my channel, and today's video we're gonna talk about this trick that Cody Stone did on Penn Teller Fool Us. A very cool trick with a disc and a mirror. So we're gonna go through the details of this trick. A lot of things is happening, so this might be a long video. So let's start and look at what is happening. So first of all, he introduced us to this mirror disc. So this is the first trick he's doing with the mirror, which he shows he has a smiley face on the drawing board here, which is supposed to be a trick because just moments before, this is what the board is showing. How do I look? And then once you put it in front of the mirror, it's a smiley face. How did he do that? Well, look carefully. Right here, as he's turning around to grab the mirror, that's when he's flipping something on the board to display the smiley face on the board. So he's covering, you will see, right here is bending in front to grab the mirror, and that's when he's doing his little switch. Either switching board, which I doubt he's doing. He's just flipping something on the board like a page kind of thing with a magnet, and then it changes drawing. He's doing it at this right moment when he's grabbing the mirror. Alright, so that's the first trick. Now the second trick is he's grabbing this circle thing, showing that basically you can put your hand through it. Now he's showing us that there's actually nothing, that it's the actual mirror disc behind the circle. So now how will he be able to transfer things through it? I'm gonna tell you very soon. Not yet, but very soon. So we will know for sure that there's a hole now inside the disc. Right here there's a hole at the moment, but you do not see it. And how did it appear there? That's what I'm going to tell you. But first thing I want you to notice is the hand on the left. This is a fake hand. So now that you know that it's a fake hand, you know that this other hand right here is being used to do something else. So with this other hand, not this fake hand, but the real hand, he is able to put the I think it's a comb, to put it through, and once he grabs it with his other hand once he grabs it with his left hand, now he's grabbing it. Now with his real hand, now he can remove the fake hand from there, and there you go. That's how he does the first trick. Now, how was he able to make a hole inside the disc? Now, let's go back a little bit because we went too fast. Right here, he's showing that the disc is solid. Right here, as he's passing in front of the mirror disc, he's turning the disc like a wheel, okay? And you will see the movement right here. Look at the movement of his hand rolling the disc towards him. So as he turned, he rolled the disc. And where did the hole come from? Because we couldn't see any hole on the disc. So where is the hole coming from? Well, right here. Okay, maybe we're gonna have a better zoom eventually. All right, now here we have a good view. So the disc is hidden right here. I mean, the hole in the disc is hidden right here. Okay, so when he's turning the disc, the hole is turning, and we could actually see it probably like here, but every time he does it, it's passing in front of it. So the hole passes here and then ends up here. So right now there's a hole in here because he turned the disc, and the hole that's hidden behind this bar here is turning. So now we saw that trick. Now he's doing a new trick similar to this, pretending that something wants to come out of the hole. How does he does that? Because now that's his real hand. He could not have done it with the third hand because he's using both of his real hands this time. How does it work? Let's see again how he does it. Right here you should be able to see it. Oh yeah, you see it properly. So right here, as you can see, with this hand here, he's using a stick. So we see the end of the stick here, and this is the other stick here. So it's a stick that is inserted inside of this cloth, right? Some people do this trick and actually have just the stick behind the cloth that they can just remove the stick whenever they want. So you can make people inspect the blanket. But in this case, it's probably just a stick inside the blanket that always stays there. But you can see he's just using his finger to lift up the stick, and as he lifts up the stick, it makes it seems like something wants to come out of the circle thing. All right, so I'm gonna go back so you can see that he's using his hand here to lift up the stick and pretending to push back in the circle. So it's quite obvious, I think. Now he's gonna actually put his hand now through the hole that I told you was right here at first. It was hidden here, and as he turned the disc, the hole went like this and rolled all the way here. So now he's putting his hand through that hole. And of course, it's his hand because he removes it, and look, his hand is just filling the hole. Now he's gonna cover it back up. And right here, what is he doing? Now you think that what he's doing is actually putting his hand through the hole. Is he really doing that? Maybe yes, maybe no. But with the smoke coming out, it's clearly with his right hand hidden behind that is pushing something in order to make the smoke. But the reason why I don't think he's putting his hand completely through the disc is because of this right here I'm going to show you. Right here, this part where there is this Reuben thing. I think that this Reuben here is actually just hidden inside the circle thing because it's so thin, it's so easy to just fold in a certain way and have it to be hidden inside that circle. But let's assume that it's not in there and he's pulling this through the hole. It's possible as well that behind that disc there was a little compartment where you could just pull this cloth out. Now let's finish this. As you can see, it's a very, very, very thin cloth. So there's a big chance that this cloth could be just easily hidden in that circle. And right here is the magic move. Did you see it? I'm sure you missed it, but that was the magic move we were waiting for. Look at this. Now, no more hole. How did the hole disappear? When did he turn the wheel? Just there when I told you so. Let's go back. As he's removing the cloth and pushing the cloth away, you will see his body getting closer to the disc and turning it. So this way you don't see the hole coming back to its position, and you can actually see the movement. You'll see right here. Look at this. Let me go back. Boom. And look at his hand on top. It's rolling the disc. And now he's hiding all of this with his body, going in front of here so you don't see the hole passing. And as you can see, his arm on the left, it's pulling, definitely. Rolling the disc back to its position. Now the hole is right here, hidden behind this. Those two screws here are made to think that, oh, the disc is not spinning, because you don't see anything in the middle to turn it. The thing in the middle to turn it is on the other side. And those screws here don't deserve anything. They're not stuck to the disc. So that's where the illusion comes from. All right, now let's listen to the comments of Penn Teller. What do you think of the trick? Now that you know everything, you might be able to catch the hidden message, the secret codes that Penn Teller are saying.
And how wonderful act it was. You had a mirror on stage and didn't do doubling stuff. Everyone who brings a mirror on stage has one card, then they have two cards. Then they have one coin, then they have two coins. Then they have one apple, then they have two apples. You didn't do any of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Something else.
And that's true. That's very original of him to do a trick like that. Now they're gonna go deep into the trick.
To do with the mirror. Just brilliant. You know, it's so well lit on this stage. It's like you were doing a daylight seance with a zombie who was rotating in space. It was just
so zombie rotating in space. So I think that's what it means here. Rotating means it's talking about the disc rotating in space. I mean, I think right there you understand, okay, they understand that the disc rotates. And once you know that the disc rotates, basically that's the whole trick.
just terrific. You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And I also want to say that this principle that you use is a brilliant use of this. Ladies Looking Glass by Alexander Herman used the same principle for a vanish, but you used it for a penetration in a wonderful spook.
That's it, guys. Nothing more interesting. He did not fool them. So, have a great day. See you in the next video.